Have you ever wondered why some people seem to always be lucky in life, while others constantly face hardships? Some are born wealthy and seem to attract even more wealth easily, while others struggle to improve their lives. Some people find it easy to meet an attractive, while others seems to always fall short of their expectation. Is this all fate, or can we change it? Are these things predetermined by God, or do we have a say in them? In this video, I want to ask you to think about the fate really is, and how much of it is within our control. In Javanese wisdom, we call it ngunduh wohing pakarti, or reaping what we sow. But before we dive into whether we can change our destiny and how, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. First, we need to understand who and what we are in this world. We know that we are born as human beings, endowed with intellectual, emotional, and even spiritual intelligence. Everyone has their own purpose and goals in life, shaped by their experiences and what they seek. But we must remember the primary task we have as humans, to bring good to the universe. At this moment, I would like to use philosophy of Hanacaraka, or Javanese alphabet. The Javanese alphabet consists of 20 characters divided into 4 stanzas, symbolizing the journey of life from birth to death. Hanacaraka, Data Sawala, Pada Jayanya Moga Badanga. Hanacaraka is divided into Hana and Caraka. Hana means there is, and Caraka means messenger. This signifies that we, as humans, are born into this world as messenger. Data Sawala is divided to Data and Sawala. Data is when called, and Sawala means cannot refuse. That implies that we are born into this world, must be ready to accept and carry out whatever God has decided for us. So we must be prepared to live our lives according to our own path. Pada Jayanya means that everything will be successful in this own time. We can achieve success in this world and the hereafter when we fulfill our tasks. This is where the concept of reaping what we sow comes into play. Everything humans do has consequences, or what we often refers to karma. The last one is Moga Badanga. It's divided by Moga and Badanga. Moga is path, Badanga means death. So, after humans are born, fulfill their tasks, and reap the results of their action in life, the final stage they face is death. Death here is also mean that whether we like it or not, we must surrender everything to God. Our power as human is limited. Therefore, besides making effort, we also need to pray and surrender everything to God. From the Hanacaraka philosophy, we can derive the essence of our existence as human. First, birth, being given a task, carrying out our tasks according to our nature, receiving consequences, or being responsible. This is how Javanese see the meaning of life. Let's go deeper into this. First is birth. As human, we are divinely born into this earth. We don't just magically appear, and our birth is only possible because of our parents. Our father provides sperm, and our mothers provide the egg. These two unite, and by God's power, we become human. Without one of them, we would not exist. Our parents only give birth to our physical body, who give us a soul, who grants us life, none other than God, the Almighty. That way, as Javanese, as Indonesian, or even Asian, we place a high value on respecting our elders, parents, and ancestors. Without them, we will not exist either. And we have no right to boast because we are only bodies given life by God. Humans are not eternal. We have a beginning and we have an ending. We are born and eventually we die, returning to nature. After we are born, it's not like we are just told to play around. Everything in nature has a purpose. Even animals seem useless have their place in the food chains or ecological function. If animals without intelligence have responsibilities in this world, then what about humans who created perfectly? The question is, are humans a perfect beings? The answer is yes. Why? Because human consists of three parts: body, soul, and spirit. Every living being has a body and soul, but animals don't have the same kind of soul that humans do. This also differentiates humans from demons and angels. They only have a soul, but no physical body. Humans all have three. Human and animal are both living beings, but animals are not blessed with the function of sensing, thinking, intuition, and feeling like humans are. That's why humans are the most perfect creation compared to any other being in the world. Because humans are given special gifts, we also have tasks and responsibility. I quote a hadith that say, "The best of people are those who bring the most benefit to others, or even more broadly, to the universe." That's why we are committed to maintain peace, tranquility, and prosperity in the world so that it can be a place for all beings to live. At this point, we as humans are born with different talent and contribution. Some are skilled or tasked with healing, law enforcement, artistic talent, teaching, farming, and many more. In carrying out our duties, we may encounter inconvenience or difficulties. That's why it's important to recognize our potential so we don't just follow others, especially when their path is not meant for us. At this stage, we can make choices by using our sense, thinking, intuition, and feeling. You can choose to maximize your potential, learn new things, or use your skill for good or evil. You can choose one or even both. From birth until old age, we all follow our own path. You decided where to go to school, who to be friend with, what major to study in college, who to marry, what job to take. It's all up to you. Because everyone has their own unique experiences, and everyone is different, even if you are a twin. In making life choice, there is no right or wrong, because every choice comes with consequences that we must take responsibility for. This is where God's role comes in. As religious people, we believe God has given us guidelines and what is allowed and forbidden through the Holy Book. Humans can also follow and choose what they want to pursue. If we do good, God promises us paradise. But if we do evil in this world, God will place us in hell. So, when we connect faith with human destiny, we can divide it into two parts. Point 1 and 4 are God's faith, and point 2 and 3 are human destiny. In point 2 and 3, this is where effort and hard work allow people to change their path. If you want to be rich, you have to work hard. If you want to be smart, you have to study. Does working hard guarantee you will be rich? No. Does studying hard guarantee you will be smart? No. This is why human can only try, and God who ultimately decide our fate. If wealth were measured by hard work, construction worker would be the richest people. If wealth were measured by intelligence, professor would be the wealthiest in the world. That's why we often do see people who don't work hard but still become wealthy and rich. People making simple YouTube content sometimes attract more viewers than those who put in a lot of effort into their production. This is where God's will comes into play. Humans can only try, but God determines the outcome. That's why whatever we do should be done sincerely with hard work and prayers. By praying, we acknowledge that God's power is greater than what we desire. and it shows that humans are powerless when God wills something else. I believe that humans are born into this world as messengers to do good in this earth. When we are born, we are pure, with no selfish desire in this world. But when we grow older, we become influenced by environment, doctrines, and society. What should have been our task to do good as humans in this world become disrupted. There's a theft, environmental destruction, and other evils. And when we commit crimes and wrongdoings, we often don't realize it when we reap what we have sown, and we blame God for being unfair. But in reality, we are the one who made chaos in this world. So can we turn our bad luck into something good? Well, it depends. Maybe yes, maybe no. First, we need to understand that life is divided into three phases: yesterday, tomorrow, and present. When we talk about yesterday, or even just 1 second ago, that's already fate. But when we talk about tomorrow, it's not a fate yet. That's something we can change or prepare starting from right now. What do you plan to do tomorrow? What are your goals for the next 5 years? Who do you want to marry? These are things you can start planning and working on today. While you preparing and doing the best, God also tells us to pray, so you can have faith in what you are doing. Don't be pessimistic in hoping and fighting for you want. And when you do reach your goals, don't let it make you arrogant. Even if you have studied hard, don't automatically expect you will ace the exam. Even if you have worked really hard, don't be overly optimistic about becoming super wealthy. That's why, while we are studying, working, and giving it our all, we also need to pray and surrender to God. You may be thinking, but there are people who never pray or even believe in God and they still get rich? Yeah, we don't know. That's part of God's will, and we cannot interfere with that, because in the end, our relationship with God is not just about wealth and power. It's about living a good life, finding peace, and achieving harmony in our lives. In Javanese philosophy, good faith is not just about money, the material worlds, or physical things. It's all about peace of mind and tranquility. Having just enough and living simply is better than being super rich, if it makes us forget our duty as humans. Like in the concept of Podo Joyonyo, when we live our life in a way that aligns with the path we have chosen, we can carry it out for the good and peace of the world. And we do it not for selfish desire, but for God. So how does karma relate to the consequences of our action in this world? We believe that no matter how small the good or bad things we do, there will always be consequences. These consequences might be felt now or in the afterlife. If you plant a goodness, you will reap goodness in return. And if you plant bad, well, you will harvest the same. So never underestimate the mistake in front of you, because sooner or later, you will have to face the consequences. To see who you are today, look at the decision you made in the past. And to see who you will become in the future, it all depends on the choices you make now. Just like the law of karma, if you sow good deeds, you will get good results. And if you sow bad deeds, bad results will follow. Every decision we make influences our action. Every action we take becomes a habit. Every habit shapes our character. And the character will determine your fate in your life. As a Javanese people, the philosophy of Hanacaraka clearly shows that we were born into this world for a reason. God has already prepared a task for each of us. It's up to us whether we choose to carry it or not. Every action has its consequences. Whether you choose to be good or bad, that's your call. But remember, humans were created and tasked to take care of the earth, maintain peace, and preserve harmony in the universe. Take care of nature, respect your parent and your ancestor, create a peaceful world, and stay grounded. When the times come for us to die and return to the Almighty, we can say we have fulfilled our duties in this world to the best of our ability. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Share this video to your family. Rahayu, Rahayu, Rahayu.